Elizabeth, it's a real pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
You're not my first cast from The Chosen I got to speak to. There's a lot of y'all, so I'm trying to see if I can get to all of y'all because it's such a great show. So I have like a bingo card, right? I
Oh,
got to talk to Vanessa and Abe, who play Mother Mary and Big James, and it was a great conversation. So I'm super excited to talk to you about The Chosen. 4 seasons. I mean, just wow. Can you believe it's been going on for that long?
no, I can't. We just finished filming season 5 too. So it's crazy.
I heard or I saw that Mel Gibson visited the set of The Chosen. Were you there when he got to visit?
No, I wasn't there. I think that was the last week of press for me or marketing for me. So and I left, and then I think that next day he was
I'm
there.
sure
So
that was a pleasant surprise for the people that were there to have him out there and kind of be shown the ropes that y'all are doing. I'm sure he was impressed by The Chosen, like everyone is. So I wanted to know, how has the journey been for you since you began The Chosen?
it's been it's been strange and wonderful. It's been unexpected. Um, just I feel like the first 2 seasons were kind of slow in picking up viewership and audience, and we had such a wonderful sort of close knit audience base who really loved the stories and were very supportive. And then COVID hit, and I feel like because of that, in some strange way, more people were kind of opened up to the show and started watching the show. I think that's when they made it available for free on the app, and I think that just it reached so many more people. There was more time to watch things, of course, and from then on, it just seems like it's been growing and sort of in an exponential way, um, and now even internationally, the Come and See Foundation has made the I think 60 plus languages available in dubbing and translations, and I think they're doing many more languages. And I think because of that, it's just sort of exploded all around the world. And it's I feel it's incredible to witness. It doesn't really feel real sometimes. And yeah, it's a beautiful experience, but it's crazy.
No, I believe it. It's first of all a quality show. Obviously, great stories, very powerful stories, and it's reaching a global audience. I know they've shown a few of the episodes in theaters, which I feel like would be a better experience. I wish I had that experience to watch it on the biggest screen possible. Might need to buy a bigger TV maybe see what they have at the local store. But that's what's so great about it. And also, your how has your portrayal of Mary, evolved since the beginning?
Um, the way she's changed so much from season 1, episode 1. But what I love most about her character arc is it's really realistic in terms of portraying what growth looks like, which is sometimes messy and sometimes you stumble and you make mistakes, and then you get right back on the right path. And so for Mary's storylines each season, she's sort of afforded these storylines where she can show what real growth looks like. And season 2, she kind of returns to her old ways because she's triggered by some really shocking and disturbing interactions that kind of throw her off. And then we see her return, and in that return, she learns something new, that Jesus is always there and always loves her, and God always loves her. And um, we see some growth in that return. And then, of course, season 3, she has these um, tensions with Tamar, who is a new follower in the group, and maybe even some jealousy that Tamar has been told that her faith is beautiful, and insecurities that the way Jesus found her, she was drunk and possessed, and some embarrassment involving that. And we get to see this beautiful realization between the two women, and really camaraderie between them, where Tamar tells her, Jesus forgave you and you need to forgive yourself. And so we see that next level of growth, and each season there's just like these new opportunities for her to transform slowly and authentically into the Mary that we will come to know and do know as the one that is dedicated and remains with Jesus to the very end, at the cross, to the resurrection, to the tomb. And so we see this very, very broken person, to the point of suicide. We see that person chosen by Jesus to be the one that gets to see him resurrected first. And so what does that look like? Well, that's what the show is about, is showing what that growth actually looks like. It's messy and it's real and it's human.
Exactly. It's so real. A lot of people can relate to all the different types of characters. They'll find a character they'll attach to it, or multiple of them because they can relate to them. What about Mary's journey resonates most with you and maybe something that you can relate with her about?
I think every season it's been different. I think she's sort of given me this permission in some ways to follow her lead. That there's a doing away with the past, a letting go of her past, and focusing on the present and the people around her, and I think more than anything, really learning to realize how much she is loved and accepting that sort of love, which is kind of the hardest part. And sorry, and so yeah, the sort of growth that she goes through, I feel like I get to experience as well. This season 5, I loved what was written for her. She gets to really reveal a new strength, and it is that strength that we recognize in Mary Magdalene from history.
The show is powerful. The audience feels that. I can tell the cast feels it when y'all are doing that. It's such a powerful show. Messaging is very strong as well. So there's a lot of emotions I'm sure, while filming and rewatching things and watching them. It's just a wild journey and a very great journey as well. The audience is worldwide. Has there been any memorable or surprising fan moments that touched you or surprised you?
I think the first time I realized this was happening was the first time I went overseas for a press tour. And it was, I think the first city we went to was Madrid in Spain. And up until that point, it was all online. It was all on the app. And then, of course, COVID happened. So like we couldn't really have a lot of interactions with fans, and travel was just sort of out of the picture. And so after season 3, I believe it was the first time I really, I think, got to really meet like a theater full of fans. And it kind of blew my mind. And I didn't realize how much people, how many people really enjoyed the show and how much they really loved it. And so that was a surprise. And then, of course, following that, it's just been that over and over in so many different countries. And I've been privileged enough to get to go to a number of countries in Europe that and meet fans from different cultures that I'm always sort of stunned by how similar everyone really is. There's all these different cultures, but everyone relates to the same sort of things and the same storylines and the same messages from the show. So that it makes me realize how universal this story is, and how people from all walks of life and all backgrounds and cultures can find something really beautiful from it.
No, I absolutely agree. It's such a great show. And the best thing is y'all are knocking out these seasons. We don't have to wait that long, it seems like, which is really the key to keeping us engaged for any type of show is, deliver the goods.
We're trying.
Lastly, I want to know, there's a movie coming out, I think, called The Best Christmas Pageant Ever that you're in. I saw the trailer for that maybe a couple months ago, and I was like, this is great. I think it's based on a book.
Yeah.
What can you say about that movie? What can we expect? Because it looks fantastic, and I love anything that's around Christmas.
I loved being a part of it. I was so excited when Dallas asked me to be a part of it. Got to wear a really fun wig for it and play a very different character from Mary. So that was awesome. But more than anything, it's just I love Christmas movies. I love Judy Greer so much. I'm such a fan of hers that it was really exciting to get to do some scenes with her, and it was really great. I knew that this was a project that Dallas and Amanda had their hearts set on for so long, and it was a privilege to get to witness him direct this and get to do this that has been a dream for so many years. I think people will love it because I loved being in it, and I think it's gonna be pretty funny too. It's gonna be very charming.
Yeah, the trailer looked great, and I read about it when I wanted to learn it was about a book, and I know some friends that read the book are super excited. So I'm excited for more of The Chosen and the best Christmas pageant ever. But thank you so much, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Appreciate you.